What's up? Woo! What's up, everybody? I hope you guys are doing awesome, because today I'm doing super awesome. Woo! Today we're going on a little field trip. Decided today to use the resources that are readily made available to me and go to one of the big conventions in Texas, here in my town. Now I got traffic here. Damn! Anyway, so here we go. So what's on the agenda? Well, yesterday I was thinking about, planning A, B, C, D, trying to see what I could do with an itinerary, but I said, you know what? Forget it. Sometimes you just gotta go with the flow, fly by the seat of your pants, and see what happens. But there could be a lot of Hollywood people there, a lot of actors, directors. The only actor I'm interested in is Billy D. Williams, so he can sign my copy of Lando Calrissian #1. I don't care about Hollywood, But anyway, probably when I get there, I'm going to be all starstruck. But anyway, I don't get starstruck. I get starstruck by comics. Just the first word in Comic Con is comics. I want to go see what kind of deals I can get, what kind of stuff, what kind of books I'm going to get. Always on the hunt, my friends. Always on the hunt. Always. So, a lot of traffic right now this morning. Hopefully we'll get there in time. Media check-in. Uh-oh. I gotta pick up my credentials. They start at 8 o'clock. The show starts at 11. But I want to try to see if I can go fishing, hunting and fishing before the crowd goes in. Hopefully I can get some of these guys or as they're setting up. There's gonna be a lot of artists, writers, a lot of artists. Capullo being the main one that I want to get today. Let's see if I can get this guy, hopefully. Marv Wolfman too. I want to see if I can interview him. Both of them hopefully can sign some of my books. Who else? Capullo's inker, Glapion. Hopefully I'm saying it right. But anyway, let's see what kind of shenanigans we can get into. What kind of trouble we can get into. What kind of hell we can raise. So, because of work, I'm going to be there all day today. So, I'm going to take advantage, see what I can do, what I can get away with. Yes! I'm excited. Can't wait. Oh, it's going to be at this huge place, and can't wait. So anyway, stay tuned. I bet you there's already a line there. I bet you. Anyway, so stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned. And we'll see what we can get. We'll see who we talk to, who we meet. Oh, hopefully some cosplayers. Yes. Yes. Okay, so stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned, for today is a great day for comics and comic collecting, comicacity, and comic booking. Anyway, stay tuned, my friends. Stay tuned. Look at this. The newly remodeled convention center. The calm before the storm. Oh.
My name is Roderick Thornton. From Houston, Texas. Been doing this about 7 years now, and just been blessed, man. The fans are great. The people come around and they support you really well. And I got a tremendous opportunity from Heroes and Fantasies to do a cover with IDW for the Ninja Turtles book. So it's Ninja Turtles number 63, and it's me on the cover. And I'm excited. I don't know how to tell you guys, just come on out and get one. Enjoy yourself. The show's going to be great. I got a lot of new stuff coming out in 2017, a new book called Alien Hunter Mika, and the revamp of my old book, Coda. So come out and try to get it as best you can. Follow me on the Facebook, Angel Comics, and I look forward to seeing everybody here. All right. All right.
You want
And-
to hold up the book?
Okay.
Fantastic.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And again, where's
This is
your-
Alien Hunter Mika. That's what the book is going to look like.
You want to explain to us a little bit about the character?
Okay, Alien Hunter Mika is a story about a young woman who was didn't realize that she carried one of the key figures in the universe within her. And the Lords of Darkness, seeking out to destroy this because it was the only thing that could keep them from taking over the universe, went after her at the time of her consummation of her marriage. One of the creatures kidnapped and took over her husband and has been using his body to do all kinds of rampaging and travesty all throughout the galaxy. And she becomes an alien hunter in order to recover her husband and destroy this creature once and for all. That's kind of like the little short elevator pitch.
And that's
But
the girl right there.
This is Mika. This is her when she first started, and that's her after she gains her full power as an alien hunter. And it looks to be one of the greatest stories that we've had out, and a lot of young fans following it. And hopefully, I'll show you guys have a presentation put up there on the website so you can go and look at it. We're trying to do a small little motion animation type thing.
Website again?
AngelComicsOnline.com and Angel Comics Facebook. All right?
Perfect.
All right, thank you.
My name is Giang. I am a illustrator concept artist, and I can be found at www.orbitalharvest.com.
So tell me a little bit about your work.
My work is kind of all over the place. It's, I do a lot of concept art for movies, video games, toys, that sort of thing, and I also do a lot of illustrations on my own as well. My own sort of character designs and sort of reinterpretations of existing characters and things like that too.
So how did you start? I mean, how did you get into it?
I've been drawing this stuff since I was a kid, stick figures and things like that of Superman, and it was a weird combination of like Superman and like Knight Rider and things like that. But I've always loved that sort of stuff, and always been into superheroes and just popular culture in general and stuff. So this is just to me a sort of translation of all of that and that sort of thing. Kind of how my work has kind of progressed now.
Do you work for anyone in particular? Have you worked for anyone in particular?
Yeah, I've done concept work for movies like the Avengers movies, Iron Man movies, Pacific Rim. I designed Shredder for the Turtles movie, all the new Turtles and Krang for the latest sequel and things like that. Contributed to like the Hulkbuster, and I designed the Whiplash Mark II suit in Iron Man 2, all that cool stuff.
Tell me again your website where people can buy your prints, or do you do commissions, things like that?
You can find my portfolio at, again, www.orbitalharvest.com. My name is Giang. And yeah, just check it out. And also you can find me on Instagram and, social media sites like the Facebook fan page and everything like that. Just look for my name, Giang, John, or look for me at Orbital Harvest as well.
Okay, how's it going? What's your name?
I'm Bernardo Cardenas. I'm from Wesco, Texas, way down in the valley.
Tell me a little bit about how you got into art and your work.
Okay. Well, I've been drawing since I was about 14, which is kind of a late start, but it's going so far. I started drawing like more seriously in high school, and I went to college for fine art. So I learned to paint and draw and still lifes and all that kind of good stuff. And then I got married and I didn't do it so much, but then I got divorced and I went back to it. So kind of a little bit of a loop, but my style changed a lot from one to the other. And then I met a friend from college at a convention down in McAllen, and he's like, "Hey, your stuff's looking pretty good. Like, come sit with me at a table." So we went to, I think it was called Omnicon, and that was down there. That was about 4 years ago, and I just showed up with, just a sketchbook and pen and paper, and I started doing commissions, and then I started doing print work. So I got stuff like more fan art based. I got Jack and Sally here. I got Finn and Fiona. What else I got here? I also do more kind of horror, kind of fantasy stuff. So
Awesome.
a lot of werewolves, a lot of fantasy creatures, a lot of pinup stuff too. I like the girls. I also like anything kind of nerdy and anything a little bit more on the macabre side. So I do a little bit of everything, and I try to I don't have one set way of doing things, and I have a variety of styles and mediums that I use. I do digital, I do traditional, try to keep my options open, whatever fits the task best. So I got, little cartoonies, little
Is there a project
cinnamon.
that you're working on right now that you wanna
Well, I'm working on some kind of local-based comic books for the Rio Grande Valley. So I am working on 2 comic books. One's more of a fantasy, but it's it's got an end to it. And the other one's more like a regular comic book where there'll be regular issues and stuff like that. And it's kind of paranormal meets X-Men, but it's RGV, so it's half Tex-Mex too. So it'll.
Is there any advice for anybody who's watching this? What advice do you want to give them if they're on their, I'm not good enough or whatever, what do you want to tell them?
You're never gonna feel good enough. It's always kind of a struggle, but that's kind of what should challenge you to do better. So if you like to draw, keep drawing. Draw every day. Draw a lot. Draw as much as you can. And if you can't draw something, keep drawing it till you can, because the learning is in the doing. So you have to do it, and then you can learn it. And then it's not in a book. You got to do it.
So do you have a website? Do you have anything? So people can follow
I'm
you?
on Facebook. I'm Mr. Rentaro, so that's Facebook, and I'm also on Instagram and Tumblr. So I'll toss you a card here, and
Perfect. Anything
that's
else?
me. I'm also here for Mr. Shake and Bake, Tony Saavedra. So this is all his beautiful artwork here behind me. He's also from Brownsville and down the valley. So he kind of got me here. He's like, here, sell my stuff, sell your stuff. Let's make some money. So
Artists helping artists.
exactly, we got to help each other, because who's going to do it if we don't?
Perfect. Awesome. Ask you a question.
All right.
Sam de la Rosa. Awesome inker, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome artist. Tell us a little bit about yourself and about the stuff that you've worked on and the stuff that you're working on now.
Sure. I started in comics in the 80s. I tried to get into comics in the 70s, and it's something I always wanted to do as a little kid in grade school. So I got to work on all the major characters at Marvel: Spider-Man, Venom, Carnage, at DC, Superman, Batman, and even Disney, Roger Rabbit, and hundreds more. So I was very happy I was able to do that. I was able to retire, and now I do shows across the country and even in Mexico.
Where are you from?
I live right here. I live 20 minutes from here.
It's San Antonio. Awesome. 20 minutes from here. As a kid, as a child, did you feel that you had the urge, or you had the urge to draw? What is that like, and what is your passion, and what motivates?
Yes, I always liked drawing. Ever since I was in grade school, I saw that other people got attention with their drawings, and I said, hey, I'd like a little attention. So I started drawing things, and then I saw superheroes. So I switched from drawing dinosaurs and creatures and animals to superheroes, and that's all I've ever done and all I ever wanted to do. And I was glad to finally get paid for doing it.
Now, this was your career.
Yes.
This was something that you did for a living.
Yes.
Do you have a family and children?
Yes, thanks to comic books and the characters, I was able to earn a living for many decades. So, raised my family, bought homes, bought cars, do the same things that, we all do, but I did it by drawing superheroes.
Now, you were inking a bunch of different books and
Yes.
stuff, and this is kind of an unfair question, who did you like to ink over? What
Well,
artists?
there's so many different artists. I like the classics. So Steve Ditko is the co-creator of Spider-Man along with Stan Lee. So I got to work with Steve Ditko on the story. and that was very exciting for me.
For a lot of people say, what was Steve Ditko like?
He's a very reclusive gentleman. I only saw him once, but I didn't get to talk to him. I know he liked to keep to himself, so I respected that, but I got to see him and I got to work with him, so enjoyed that.
The artist is always honing his craft, always practicing. Do you still practice? Do you still do?
Yes, I tell people to this day, I'm still practicing. I'm trying to get better. I do a lot of drawings for people, and I get a lot of compliments, so I think it's working.
Another unfair question. What was your favorite piece that you did?
It's very simple. It was Venom Lethal Protector #1. I have a big banner right here, so that comic book, that image was my favorite.
That was your favorite?
Very simple, yes.
You know what? I like to draw too. So I find it very hard for the blacks, to make them look like it's three-dimensional.
Yes.
What would you recommend somebody who is having trouble with something doing something with this, right? What would you recommend them?
Well, I always tell people, look at real things, look at real people, look at magazines of photographs of real people. Get your start from there. Comics is cartoons, it's an abstract. Some people draw more realistically, some people draw more cartoony. People can find their own way, but start with real life as a basis.
Anything else? Are you working on anything? Do you want to promote something?
I've done a couple of covers for this character called El Peso Hero. Very exciting character. He deals with border issues, USA and Mexico border issues. And it's gotten a lot of publicity nationwide and overseas. So I recommend to people, Google El Peso Hero. There's even an independent movie, but I've done a couple of covers for that, and I hope people like that.
Where can people find you? Do you have a website or anything?
I sure do. They can find me on Facebook under Artist Sam de la Rosa. Just type in that long word, no spaces, Artist Sam de la Rosa, and you can also find me at samdelarosa.com.
Now, one last thing. I want you to briefly describe something here about some of these books.
Yes, well, I got to work on a lot of Spider-Man books, and this is a special Spider-Man book that I got to work on. It was the 30th anniversary, and I worked on a couple of these. I worked on this one and that one. Very special books. It sold in the millions. It celebrated Spider-Man being around 30 years. Now, of course, he's been around well over 50 years. This is an amazing Spider-Man book. This is a Venom book. And what I like the most is Spider-Man and the related cast of characters. So I worked on a lot of various Spider-Man books.
Do you do commissions or anything?
I sure do. I draw for people. I bring drawings, and people enjoy that.
Awesome. Anything else to close?
No, again, I hope people will find me on Facebook. It's very easy to get a hold of me. Send me a question, I respond, and I hope you like the things I put up on my Facebook page.
Okay. Carlos de Anda.
Soy Carlos de Anda. ¿Con quién estamos hablando?
Platícame un poquito sobre cómo empezaste, cuándo empezaste, cómo empezaste y qué es lo que te motiva, qué te inspira.
Pues yo creo como muchos de nosotros que trabajamos en esta industria, empecé desde muy chiquito, que la verdad no se siente casi como una opción, pero como algo que tienes que hacer, ¿no? Es un impulso, es un instinto. Entonces, la verdad es una de esas cosas que no sé qué haría si no fuera algo relacionado con el arte, porque fue algo que fue nato. Entonces empecé desde muy chiquito a dibujar. Y ya con el tiempo pues empieza uno a tomarlo más en serio, ¿no? Ya no tanto como un hobby o como entretenimiento, pero ya como algo que, bueno, si quiero hacer esto en serio tengo que empezar a aprender cosas ya más prácticas.
¿Te apoyaban tus papás?
Tuve mucha suerte de eso porque vengo en sí de una familia con mucho artista. Mis papás, los dos eran artistas, pero pues tuvieron que, o sea, no pudieron vivir de ello por la época en la que vivían, ¿verdad? O sea, había que hacer trabajo pues de lo que se podía. Pero mi mamá dibujaba y pintaba, mi papá también dibujaba. No se dedicaron a ello, pero siempre hubo esa inclinación artística. Tengo hermanos que pintan profesionalmente, entonces siempre se dio el arte en la casa, Ujú.
Tú trabajaste por Wildstorm, ¿no?
Así es, ajá.
¿Ahí empezaste?
Sí, después fui a escuela de arte un ratito y luego un día me llamó Jim Lee, después que le estuve mandando dibujos.
Ahorita, ahí te voy a...
Sí.
Un día me llamó Jim Lee. Nadie puede decir eso. ¿Cómo sentiste eso?
Bueno, en esos entonces todavía era la antigüita, tenía que mandar copias, ¿no? Xeroxes a los estudios. Y después que me gradué de la de high school, empecé a mandar dibujos a diferentes estudios. Estaba en ese entonces Extreme Studios, estaba Wildstorm, estaba Top Cow. Entonces yo empecé a mandar dibujos y al año que empecé, un día me llama Jim Lee, que también es una historia curiosa porque un amigo me había llamado como una semana antes de broma, diciéndome, oye, soy Jim Lee, y yo todo volado. Entonces cuando me llama Jim Lee de veras, se la rayé, porque así como que no eres, o sea, deja de estar jugando. Y me dijo, no, soy Jim Lee. Entonces me invita al estudio. En ese entonces había un programa como de interinato. Entonces entré como intern al estudio y pues como dicen, ahí empieza la historia. Ajá.
Tú casi empezaste con Jessica Campbell también, ¿no? Casi a la misma vez.
No, Jessica creo que empezó 2 o 3 años antes que yo en el mismo programa. Pero creo que él empezó como en el 94, yo empecé en el 96. Ajá.
So, empieza tu carrera.
Así es, en el 96.
¿Qué libro empezaste?
Sabes que estuvo muy interesante porque yo cuando empecé, el cómic estaba medio en decaída. Entonces, por necesidad, se abrió una parte del estudio que se dedicaba a hacer mucho trabajo fuera de cómics, a lo que le llaman consumer products, ¿no? Y estuvo muy interesante porque aunque inicialmente me decepcionó porque yo quería entrar y dibujar un cómic y voy a hacerme famoso, nada, empezamos y hay que hacer chambas de las que lleguen, si son de ilustración para un chocolate, mi primer trabajo en Wildstorm fue haciendo un diseño para beef jerky australiano. Y así como que yo iba a dibujar cómics. Sí. Pero viendo hacia atrás me gustó mucho esa experiencia porque tuvimos que aprender a ser versátiles. Un día estábamos trabajando en cómics, al día siguiente estábamos trabajando en videojuegos, al día siguiente estábamos trabajando en juguetes. Algo que yo no había pensado hacer, yo quería ir a cómic y punto. Sí. Pero por la situación económica de la industria del cómic tuvimos que hacernos más flexibles. Sí. Entonces, desde el inicio, empecé haciendo de todo. Entonces, o sea, mi primer trabajo fue haciendo un tiranosaurio, persiguiendo a un pavo, creo, para un beef jerky australiano. Ajá, sí.
Perfecto. Sí. Mira, como artista, todos los artistas, yo digo que son poetas, ¿verdad? Son románticos. Como tú haces tu trabajo, tu arte, descríbemelo así como un poeta, tus lápices, la tinta, todo eso. ¿Cómo empiezas una obra?
Pues sabes que a mí casi me gusta quitarle el romance, porque se me hace que a veces le damos mucho romance al arte y yo le tengo más bien mucho respeto al trabajo de disciplina que tiene. Porque aunque hay mucha inspiración, hay mucho de la musa, esta cosa efémera que a veces le llega a uno de la nada, pero también hay muchas horas de práctica. Entonces, así como un muy buen guitarrista, ¿no? Desde Jimi Hendrix hasta Clapton, quien sea, uno ve cómo tocan en el stage, uno dice, qué talentosos. Pero cuántas horas no estuvo él solo antes de ser famoso, tocando en su garage, tocando en su cuarto. Hay un dicho, ¿verdad? Que para que salga un dibujo bueno hay que dibujar 10,000 malos. Y eso es muy cierto en todo. ¿Cuánto no tuvo que practicar un Michael Jordan para volverse poesía en movimiento? ¿Cuánto no tuvo que practicar Robert De Niro como actor? O sea, hay definitivamente la parte efémera, la parte de la musa que llega cuando quiere, porque también es quisquillosa la canija, pero también hay mucha hora de práctica, de técnica, de mejorar lo que uno hace, porque yo también lo que le digo luego a gente que me viene a preguntar, bueno, ¿tú cómo le hiciste? Les digo, ¿no? O sea, la musa es la novia o el novio más fiel que va a haber, pero solo si uno le mete ganas. Entre más horas le mete uno, más fiel es. Entre menos horas le mete uno ni la va a ver. Entonces, sí hay mucho de esta cosa abstracta que es difícil de definir, pero también hay mucho de simplemente ponerle a la talacha, como todo mundo, ¿no? Ajá.
Sobre la técnica, la disciplina.
La repetición, ajá, sí, o sea, tiene uno que tenerle la mesa lista a la musa. Y esa mesa se alista con práctica. Ajá, sí.